Welcome to the Teresa Harding Podcast, where you will learn from one of the top leaders in the network marketing industry. Teresa Harding has grown her team to over millions of people. She's grown online and she's grown offline, and now she's ready to show you the secrets. So get ready to change the way you think. She truly cares about the success of her team and the people that she teaches. So get ready to learn the tips, tricks, and secrets that will allow you to grow a successful business in the 21st century.
I'm Teresa Harding, and this is the Teresa Harding Podcast. This podcast is for people who know that this industry is not about the network marketer anymore. It's about the people we serve and the change we can make in other people's lives. It's about the entrepreneur inside of each of us who's trying to find our voice. It's for the people who want to change the world and are looking for the most powerful way to make that happen. Hey guys, welcome back. This is Teresa Harding on the Teresa Harding Podcast. And I'm going to talk to you about something that is extremely important if you are doing a network marketing business. If you are doing a network marketing business, there are two things that you need to have in place. And a lot of times we get so excited, we're busy looking at, the trainings and what we need to do with the business and how we're going to build and grow, that we forget to stop, take a second to make sure these two things are in order and completed. So this is going to be a short, quick little podcast, but I just want to make sure that you have this ready. And the reason I want to do this is because we have a lot of new enrollments coming in every month in our business, and we see that these two things don't get done enough. So we are working on doing a better job as the upline, working with our people on our teams to make sure they know exactly what to do. Because if our people are consistently having the same problems, that means our training isn't in place as well as it should be. It means we've got to figure out a better way to run this. Things aren't as smooth as they could be. So what I want to talk to you about is these two things. Number one, you need to make sure that you are enrolled correctly with your company. Whatever company you're involved in, most companies have more than one way to enroll. You can either enroll as a customer, you can enroll as someone who's going to build a business. Some companies have a few different ways that you can enroll. You can enroll as someone who is maybe a business entity and you've got a brick and mortar business and you're selling the product through that brick and mortar, whatever. Look at the different options that your company has to offer. Look at what the pros and the cons are for each of those. Find out, work with the upline, work with the people involved who know. And if you don't have an upline that helps you, you guys, you know how I am about that. This is your business. Don't blame it on anyone else. If you happen to have an awesome upline or an upline that even helps you a little bit, then you are lucky. This is your business. You can do this without any help from anyone else. You guys, there's tons of trainings. Look at the trainings that I give you for absolutely free. There are tons of people in your company, I'm sure, that have videos and audios and trainings out there that you can take advantage of. So don't let anything stop you. But if you do have an upline that is available, that answers your questions, that helps you in any way, then great, take advantage of that. But make sure that you learn about the different ways that you can enroll in your company, the different kind of titles that you can have by enrolling, and make sure that that fits what you are trying to accomplish. If you're a customer and you only want to be a customer, then don't enroll with the title or the setup where you are building the business. And sometimes there are advantages to enrolling one way and then waiting until you are ready to start building and then switching over to a different type of enrollership. Okay, so look at that closely. Make sure you're enrolled correctly with your company. The second thing, make sure that you have your recurring order set up, which is usually monthly. Set it up correctly, and then you're ready to run. Now, you need to make sure that you understand how it works with your company. Usually there are different ways that you can set up your auto ship, and different companies call it something different. Yours might call it an auto ship. Some people call it a loyalty order, or a rewards order, whatever it is. Make sure that you have your recurring order set up. Make sure you have it set up correctly. So for example, in some companies, the dollar amount that you pay for the items isn't the same amount as the points you get for the item. So you need to make sure that the point, for some companies, you need to have a certain dollar amount in order to get your paycheck. Or if you're a customer, you need to have a certain dollar amount in order to get the benefits, the extra free stuff or special benefits that you get for being on an auto ship or loyalty rewards order. So some companies have it set up so that if you're if we'll use points because most companies go by points. If you buy a certain amount every month, then you get a certain number of points. And a lot of times the value of the product, the dollar amount that you paid for, doesn't equal the points. Sometimes it does. So make sure that you know exactly how much your order needs to be in order to take advantage of everything that you want to take advantage of. Because the other thing that happens, and this is for customers as well, because most companies have some sort of incentive for customers alone, where if you buy a certain amount every month, then you get benefit A. But if you buy, let's say if you buy 100 points a month, then you get a benefit from that. Maybe you get some free product credits where you get to get free products after you've built it up to a certain amount or something like that. Then as a customer, if you buy a little bit more every month, maybe $125 a month, then they throw in a free product, or they throw in some other benefit that you don't get if you only do 100 points a month. So make sure you understand all the benefits that are possible and exactly how that works. And a lot of companies will have on their website a video of some sort that explains how to do that. I've created, for my team, I want to make sure they understand these things. So I've created videos training and teaching them exactly how that auto ship works so that they know exactly what to do and they can choose based on what their needs and their wants are. So look at all the different ways that you can set up your monthly order and make sure you have it set up right. And the last thing I want you to be aware of when you're setting up your monthly order is this. Sometimes the monthly, or a lot of companies will allow you to have a regular order or a standard order, but then you could switch it so that it's the auto ship order. But you might not, if you don't know that, you might set up your order and you think, hey, Teresa, I did what you asked. I got my, I made sure that I was signed up correctly with the right enrollership type of account, and I've got my recurring order set up. But what you don't realize is that your recurring order is not set up as an auto ship. It's set up as a standard order, and you're not going to get the benefits. So make sure that you understand how that works. Look to make sure that you are actually set up as an auto ship account or loyalty order or whatever your company calls it. And then if you're not sure, if you just want to make sure, call the company, call the customer service, have them look at your account and have them help you with that and make sure that it's set up the way that you want it to be set up. Now realize when you call customer service in your company is trained to be customer service. That doesn't mean they know everything. So don't be frustrated with them because they might not be able to answer every single question you have. And some of them are more beginners. Some of them have been around longer. But a lot of times when people have been around longer in customer service and they get really, really good, they move up and they become an account manager or they move up to a different job. So realize that you might need to ask this question if they can't answer all your questions. First of all, be nice to them. Second of all, you might need to look somewhere else in the company to get the answers that you need. But make sure that you set this up properly so that you're not missing out on, if you're building the business, you're not missing out on any bonuses, you're not missing out on your paycheck. And if you are a customer, you're not really wanting to build, that you are making sure you're taking every advantage and getting every possible free thing that you can get from your auto ship order every single month. So check those out, make sure they're set up right. If you have any comments, any thoughts about this, please add them in the comment section. Would love your guys' reviews, would love to hear how we're doing, and it helps our podcast to get spread around. If you guys give us reviews, if you feel like we're doing a good job, if you feel like we're adding you value, and we would also love to know things that you want to learn about, things that you would like me to add to the topics that I am training on, because there are so many things I could train on because I've been doing this for 12 years. I have seen what kinds of, problems my leaders run into as they try to build their businesses. So there are so many different things I could talk about. When you guys give me comments to let me know what you want to know about, that helps me go a direction that's going to help add value for what you're needing now. Thanks so much, you guys, and I'll talk to you in the next episode.